In this video, I'm going to show you some active keeper filters you can use in Keeper Product Finder, which is only I think it's about £20 a month subscription. So you can start sourcing products, testing ASINs, so you can start making your first bit of profit. I'm going to explain exactly how it works and why it works, and I'm going to show you a few examples of products that I've found also, so you know it does work. Right, here we are on keeper.com, and this is exactly where you need to go. Make sure you click on data and go to the Keeper Product Finder tab to be able to see the screen that I'm currently on. It will take you to this page here, and I'm going to show you the filters that I used to find a couple products that, as you can see, are at the top. So you're going to want to make sure Amazon is out of stock. This is not the only filter on Keeper that you can do. This is just a simple filter to help you start finding products within Amazon FBA if you are stuck. And of course, if you want to play around with a few of the filters, it will change the results, which could find you better products. So this is just a starting point. So you want to make sure Amazon is out of stock. You don't really want to be competing with Amazon as you become a more experienced seller. You can compete with Amazon as long as you know what you're doing. Amazon's always buying products, and they are buying them at a much lower price than you'll be able to get your hands on them. So it's best when you begin not to compete with them unless you're experienced and you know what you're doing. Okay, third party FBA price. This is what I normally go by, just to make sure there's FBA sellers on there, which can indicate that they are arbitrage sellers. You can do it by new, play around with it and see what happens. Now I am just doing it between £10 and £20. Of course you can go 20 to 30, do whatever numbers you want. I would recommend staying above 10 just to account for all the fees to make sure you actually are making a profit at the end. All the links in the description for like a profit analysis tool, which is Selleramp. It's the one that I personally use. There is many out there. Pick your choice and just stick with it. Get used to it. Okay, so there's that filter. You just want to scroll down. To the off account tab. Now here, I'm going to explain all of it. You can change these numbers. 365 days average, I put as free. Reason being is because you want to avoid private label sellers, which is normally around about 1 to 2 sellers on, because sometimes they can be on their FBA, sometimes they can be on their FBM. So we filter out majority of the PL sellers, which you do not want to be listing on. 180 days, I'm doing 5 sellers, because then a few people have jumped on. And then the 90 days average, I'm doing 9, which is another 4 people have jumped on. Now the 30 days average, you can put something here, but now our current is 20 to 30. Now you can play around with this. Let's just say I put this as 15 and 25. So you went up and down by 5. And it's just going to change the amount of products that is showing. You can niche down a lot more. So you only have like 100 results. So I could just probably do like maybe 18. Like 600 results. Right, and you can just niche down to a certain amount of products, but just play around with it. Get it as low as possible. And then you just want to scroll down. Bought in past month, I put as 50. You used to be able to put it as like 10, 20, but it seems like they have removed that. So just put it as 50, or you can go by sales rank drops. I wouldn't go by that anymore actually, because they have changed how seller rank works. So I would personally just go by bought in past month. And then that is it. So you got Amazon out of stock. if you really want to, you could, there's an out of stock count here from Amazon, and you could put it to like 5, so you know that in and out of stock. And as you can see, it's narrowed it down quite a lot. So they've not just sold out recently, but they're always on the listing. They're selling out quite often. Well, 5 times in 30 days. And there is all of the, oh, don't know what's going on there. Here is all the filters. And of course, play around with them, like I said, change the numbers, and you will find different results. I'm just going to show you a couple of results here. Now, a lot of these would be worth looking at. As you can tell here, Amazon's out of stock, but it's selling at $19.98. So you may be able to source this for like a £9 and sell when Amazon runs out of stock. Okay, but Amazon's not going to be on some of them. This might be worth it, but I'm going to show you a few items that I have found using this method, and yeah, they're not the best because they're just real quick, and if they are your leads, I'm sorry for putting them on here, but I wouldn't advise buying them anyway, as of course we have made a video about it. You can add it to your own tracking process of check back in the future, but I won't advise buying it. So this one is really new to Amazon. It is 50 days. And at the moment, as you can tell, the seller count is rising, but it seems pretty decent. It seems like a new brand on Amazon, and a few people are selling it, quite high review sellers that are jumping on the listing. And the source is Cult Beauty. It's £14 for a 60 gram. And you can 100% get a discount on Cult Beauty. They run discounts all the time, and it's profitable at this price, but it's only 50. Been on Amazon for 50 days, so expect the price to drop as sellers are jumping on this listing. But you can deep dive into the brand and see if it is new, or this is just a new product, and see if there's any other sellers on other brands. You can even reverse source these people on this listing that have a decent amount of reviews, which seems to be only like one seller. So yeah, here's one listing. It isn't the best, as I don't want to nuke any decent listings, but this method does turn results, and you will be finding your own products pretty fast. So the next one is this one here. There's 2 variations on this listing. This one right now was selling at $8.50, and we can source it for $3.99 at Superdrug as it's on sale. I would put my bets on that this does go to a lower price. You can also use a 10% discount from Superdrug, which is a student discount, which is a good tip, and that would knock it down even more, and you'd be profitable at the $8.50. Let me just do take away 10%, $3.59, and let's just say £8.50. Alright, so it's about your break even, and the price at the moment it is profitable, so you can tell on people are selling out. And a lot of the time the FBA sellers, I would test this. Reason being is because if you don't sell at the higher price, it's a break even, but odds on you will get a few sales. Never go too deep, always test a few units. And here we are to the pack of 2. Now this listing is selling at £15 currently, and it would be this price times 2. So it's not profitable here, but of course 15, 30, let's just say. So I work on a 20% return on investment. But let me just scroll down. Oh, hang on a minute, I think this is bugged. As you can see, I've scrolled down, and it is $15.58 the current price, and so you would be profitable as long as you're using a student discount, getting your cash back. It's not loads of profit. The more you source, the better you will get. And I promise you, if you use these keeper product filters and spend a few hours sourcing, you will find some products. These are just literally products that I found on the whim pretty fast. I've not dived deeper into them. Odds on you can source them even cheaper or find them on a sale in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to find you some examples of products that I found using it to prove to you that you can find products using it. My goal on this channel is to help as many people grow their Amazon FBA business, whether you're first starting or you've been selling a few months and you're just stuck. That is a common problem within Amazon FBA. Or even if you're an experienced seller, I'm sure there'll be tips on here that you guys can use because everyone runs their business differently. It's a common thing to second guess every product and skip on things that you should really test, because the worst case scenario, if it's break even and if you can make a profit at the higher price, it's worth testing. And I understand if you have a capital constraint, it does change how you source because you don't want to use all your capital on one product and then it tanks and you lose money. I have started a free FBA Discord community. The link is in the description if you want to join. I want to focus on helping others within the Amazon FBA space that are looking to get started and chase their dream and leave the 9 to 5. Or even if you just want to do it as a side job. I don't really like saying side hustle because it's not really a side hustle. It is a real business and it's not something that you can spend 10 minutes on and it will work. It does require a good amount of time. Whether you only have 3 hours per week, it's fine, but you're going to have slower growth to someone that's doing 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to grow their FBA business. But whoever you are, and if you're looking for a bit of help, come join. The link is in the description. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. If you have any suggestions for future videos, drop a comment and I'll see what I can do.